What's going on, everybody? Oh boy, oh boy. Overnight, congrats on being in here first, man. Samuel, you were really close. You were number 2, technically, on my chat. I know that can look different depending on who's looking at it, though. But for me, which is the official end-all be-all, Overnight was the first one in here. But welcome in. Welcome in, Wolverine. King Bad Papa, welcome in, man. Howdy freaking do. I have no idea when that'll get comped Overnight. Hopefully soon, because I missed it on the main account. Got it on the main. Yo, welcome in over on Twitch, by the way. Welcome in, welcome. Widow, your sub will give you access to my custom emotes over there. And they're pretty cool. I do need to add more, though. There's a lot of stuff I need to go through and add now that I'm multi-streaming again, and then now that I'm like, I have channel memberships and stuff on YouTube, which, shameless plug, by the way, if you want my cool dill pickle emotes, subscribe on YouTube, or join on YouTube, I guess. Anyway, let me know if there's anything wrong with the stream, but I think it's okay. But yeah, dude, you got gifted a sub, which I thought was actually pretty sick. You can thank Goatboy OG for that. He was the absolute Chad that gifted all the subs over on Twitch. Total unit, that guy. Anyway. Okay, nothing's wrong. Cool. Cool. I think we'll just continue on with our regularly scheduled programming. How many subs we talking? He gifted 5. Did I get Maestro? I did. Just the 6-star version, though. I don't know that I have any intention to go for the 7-star anytime soon, but who knows? Crazier things have happened. Right. What do I have to do? Let's do these solo raids real quick. Give people time to get in here. I hope you guys all had some fantastic drops. I know some of you guys didn't really get maybe what you were looking for, and that's a bummer, Emma. Sorry about that. All right. Let's get the old fingers, the MCOC fighting fingers warmed up. Is Elder difficulty that bad, Widow? I think the Coliseum rewards are pretty good, Jack. Whoa, Overnight. What? Just delete all your messages? Weird. Your AI just sucks? Oh, sure. Blame the AI. Blame the AI. Well, as far as today goes, I probably want to take a stab at Coliseum at some point. Because I didn't do it yesterday due to my grinding of Necropolis. So I think we'll hop into Coliseum today and then probably just Arena. I want to take it easy since we did Necropolis yesterday. Check out the last image you sent in the MCOC images page. Okay, I can do that. Oh, I need to check on the Fortnite channel, by the way. Oh, dang. You got Quicksilver. Nice. Congrats on that 5-star symbiote Spidey, too. That's huge. No, I assume you're flexing the Quicksilver. Nice pull, though. Nice pull. Yeah, I haven't really given Coliseum a big go. I know I'm missing out on a bunch of stuff by having not really participated yesterday, but look, man, Necropolis made me never want to play the game again. I'm going to be honest. That thing was a grind fest. You just don't like the game mode? You think it's boring? I don't really know quite how I feel about it. I did play like 1 round on my alt account, and I thought it was just like, it was so-so. I really like Quicksilver. Once you can get used to his like multi-hit combos, it's a lot better. Here, let me check on something real quick on YouTube. Okay, now we're good. El Champion. Did I get the... I did get the Coliseum comp, yeah. Everybody got that. I don't think it mattered if you played or not. If it was only the people that played, that might be a little crazy. Since, like, technically people could have bought the tickets before they even played the mode. It's repetitive. It does look like it'll be that way, especially like if you're not spending, which I obviously won't be, and I don't think a lot of people will. Have I ever played Quicksilver? I have. I don't play him like all the time. I pulled him fairly recently too. But you basically throw heavy, dash back to build up your momentum. And then usually I think you just go for the special 2. It might be special 2, special 1, but I'm not quite sure. Basically, you just try to build up the whiplash. Her AI can't one-shot you, but Adam's special 3 can. Well, I mean, if you let him get to a special 3, I feel like you kind of deserve to go down at that point, though, right? That's part of the challenge, is like juggling the power. What does Shathra's Awaken ability do, Papa? My Shathra is still rank 1, I think. I know she's apparently good for the tags for today, whatever that means. Oh, big to make. I wish I could have used Venom in Necropolis, dude. Would have been a good time. Oh, it's a heal? Okay. Oh, Caveman with the 5 smackaroos. Thank you, man. He says, what do you call a samurai with bad grammar? I mean, you can see it on the screen, but me and Sam. Also, timeout Samir when he gets here. Okay. Welcome in, man. The big intro. I love it. Thank you very much, man. Let me give you your high prestige status. Dang, dude, back-to-back big deal. Okay, man, you're a beast. Honestly, I could probably just do this. Oh, no, I can't, because this one's 5, not 7. Mr. Oog. We'll do Caveman this time, though. Thank you very much, dude. Did I finish Necropolis? I did the one path I set out to do last night, Jack. Yeah, I did. It went really well, actually. This stream will get you to 12 hours? Well, I'm honored. Stream goes down instantly. No, I'm glad I can get you guys to drops now, man. I created another Twitch account for my alt account now. Oh, that was both of them. That's awesome, actually. Okay, let's. What does Coliseum do? How do I Coliseum? Whoa! Look at these guys. Kushala is a really big W. Yeah, very very good. One of the best mystics in the game. For sure. Dude, this music is intense, bro. Yeah, I know that his stats increase the more health bars you get through. Okay, play now. So what am I supposed to do? When I went in on the alt, I just kind of did a thing, but I don't think I did it right. I just go in with like 4 different champions and try to get a high score in each one? I mean, we're obviously doing hard mode. I love this music, dude. This is banging. You try to clear as many health bars as possible. Right, I know that. Like, what are the ticket things that they comped us? Oh, that's such a nice quality of life thing. Oh my gosh, that's actually gorgeous. That's so good. Thank you for whoever thought that was a good idea. I do have the egg, yeah. I do, man. Yeah, formerly known as Call Me WAP. Yep, we're good buddies. Okay, so if I only have a rank 1 Shathra, is it even worth using her? Is she like that good, or should I just like send it with like Onslaught or something? Spidey, what's up, man? I guess I could try it. I kind of forgot how to play her. I know you charge heavy and then spam special too, right? Ugh. I kind of have a sneeze, but it's not ready to come out. Try using my best champions. Use Kushala. Nico probably, right? Nico's probably pretty good. She's not large, but she is a rank 4. Spidey on Twitch too. Thanks, dude. You can use her pre-fight. I guess you might as well, right? And then what, I just do the fight like normal, I guess? Nico, Onslaught, and Jean, says Widow. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll probably die, honestly. Adam has passive power gain, correct, from the node. Are drops still enabled? They should be, yeah. Man, that was a little unfortunate that my spell fell off, but that's life. Well, that's even more unfortunate. I guess I can probably parry just fine early on, huh? Man, I cannot keep that buff immunity alive. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. I'll read your chat messages in a little bit. That incinerate, I can see why Onslaught is so like useful here, right? You're just constantly getting neuros. I'm not gonna lie, it's like kind of cool, but it's also like I can definitely see this getting really boring with how much you're gonna have to grind this. Yeah, that incinerate looks pretty like small, honestly. I can understand why you would probably want to like not care that much about it. Man, I wish Nico's buff immunity also procs Or like it paused during opponent special. That'd be pretty gnarly. He is kind of just melting though. Power Sting champions are probably really good here, right? I feel like they would be. Oh, rip, dude. Because he's constantly gaining power. I could be wrong, though. I'm not gonna lie, though. After doing Necropolis, this isn't my favorite thing to do in the world. I, like, just did an entire stream of marathon fights, and that's, like, feels like I'm doing the same thing. Throw the special, dude. What is your deal? Just my luck, huh? Okay, now I need to be careful about blocking, just like that. Or he'll be, like, unblockable, right? Oh, there's a sleep node. Crap. Well, I'm unprepared for that. I don't know what the missions are that I'm seeing, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he really doesn't like that special one. Like, at all. 7-7 Falcons Bucks? Dude, I need Bucky Irving to pop off for me. Oh, I thought I had the Dex there. That's not good. Oh, special 3 incoming? You get like a bonus or anything for like lasting out the timer? Probably not. All right, we got a timeout. That's not super awful. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Okay. Incinerate, like Sasquatch is not incinerate immune resistant, but he's healing. You're on. Your Adam has a love-love relationship with both his specials. Oof. I need more out of him, Spidey. Kind of a lot to type in stream chat. Use tags. Ideally, the stuff we got is to max out your podium levels, but you need to do a fight first to see that, which we should be able to see now, I think. Rank 1, 6-star Yondu beat Winter Soldier in 2 minutes. Yeah, Yondu's a beast overnight, for sure. Now max the podium level. Okay, where do I do that? Is that back here? Oh, I see. Level up podium. And they gave us like a jillion of these. Right? So I can just max. Okay. And then I do another run with Nico, I'm assuming? Or like if I do another run, am I going to get even more points? Or is that maxing of the podium just boost what I already have there? I think that boosted what I already have there. So if I did a new run, it's not necessarily going to be better, I think. I probably want to do a run on each podium, I think, then, right? That's what it sounds like. Okay, I dig it. What size L champs? Serpent? Wonder if he's any good. Or Shield, maybe. Or Koye might be good. Oh, okay, so if the podium wasn't max level, you would run Nico again. I got it. I get how it works now. Use Serpent? He's actually crazy? Alright. Bet. How long am I going to stream? For the next, like, 3 hours. Welcome in, by the way, over on Twitch, man. 3, maybe 4, if we have enough people in here and you guys are really dying for arena content. But yeah, usually 3. I'll try Serp. Why not? Oh, I need to give him a relic again, though, because I did take a relic off for Necropolis. Was it this one? Yeah. I think it was that one that was on Serpent before. I'll try Serp out. Why not? Why not? Not too worried about throwing specials into block right now, though. Yeah, I think you're right on the Thor relic. I think it's just on... I don't even remember who it's on. I think it's on someone who benefits from it a little better. Alright, let's not choke. After this fight, I'll have the highest peak milestone. Oh, not if I die. Dude, I didn't get the light intercept. Alright, let me focus up a little bit, chat. Oh my gosh, am I actually getting hit by that? Oh, bad timing. Bonk. What is he immune to from Serpent right there? Because he's getting the fear. I don't know, man. Yeah, what is he immune to there? Yo, what's up, Nick? How are you, man? Hey, sorry I've been slacking so hard lately on the cool, like, puzzles. I just have not had a lot of time to make them. I do have some in the bank, though. Or, like, ready to be made, I should say. Oh, what? Dude, what is my reaction time tonight? We're on that unk time right now, dude. I don't know that the special 2 does, like, significantly more than the special 1, Widow. That's usually better if your opponent has, like, an armor up. I could throw the special 3. Talon might be good for this. He would be really good if we ever get a defender that gains a lot of armor ups, that's for sure. Dude. We're wasting valuable time here, mister. Oh my gosh. Oh my double gosh. What kind of stinks about, like, when he throws the special 2 is then I have to wait out the stasis pod. Nah, I think a special 1 does more than the special 2. And you can throw it twice to every 1 special 2. Hey. Oh, what a donation. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Winford. He says 6-7. Oh my gosh. This guy. Hey, thank you very much, though, for supporting the channel, dude. Throw it. I wonder if it's better to go for a special 3. Nah, probably not. Yeah, now you got Widow going. Okay, we got the fancy challenges, which we can just get while he's in the pod, which is kind of nice, I guess. What, are you excited for that Kim Kardashian skin coming to Fortnite, dude? And the 6-7 emote? I can't believe we live in this world right now, dude. Genuinely. I don't know how we got here. At least you can get the missions while he's in his cocoon. So, like, later on in the fight, you're still doing something. Which I would have probably been slept there. Oh, you suck, dude. I almost caught him with that. Man, that's gonna cost me a health bar. No, it's not. I don't think I would have gotten another health bar down anyway. Give this man a like so we can go international. Heck yeah, listen to Hot Dog Water, guys. If you could go ahead and like the stream over on YouTube, that would be greatly appreciated, man. You're going to be a good boy this stream, but now you're 6-7 locked, especially now that the emote is in the shop. Yeah, I know they added it. You bought it instantly after refresh? That's funny. Yeah, definitely baiting special 1 is the move. Kushala is good. Like, probably the special 2 against him, I'm guessing. I do love this music, though. That's an absolute bar. Dude, it's actually so perfect that they messed up with, like, the podium stuff. Because, like, I missed a day. She will, yeah, Widow. Adam's AI does seem to suck a little bit. Definitely does. Okay, okay. Who else do I want to try? I would imagine Onslaught is still really good. I kind of want to use Yondu. He fits none of the tags, but... I bet Gladiator is really good. He has type disadvantage. He's probably not actually that good. I don't care. I want to try it anyway. We can do a different champion after this. Cole might go crazy? Maybe. Throw it, dude. Yondu for the arrow? My goat, dude. Mary Poppins, y'all. Type disadvantage be danged. Can you not? Oh, you can't. Okay. I guess you can't inflict rupture when he's in his pod. What a buzzkill that is. Oh my gosh. The Yaka arrow. All right, we got our Furies up, boys. Time to go wild with it. Delete some health bars. Maybe. Oh my gosh, you're the worst, Adam Warlock. You know that? The actual worst. Dude. Hey, we got the special one there, though. We'll take those. I like that the Incinerate literally just does nothing. That's a great feature. Dang. Wait, what? Is he stun immune during that? Okay, Yondu in the future, depending on the nodes, I promise will be the best option at some point. Also, in order to follow the mini mission, that attack actually has to land. I guess that makes sense. Okay. I hate that we're gonna lose out on some of our Furies, but I wonder if the stifle does anything to the power gain from the node. Probably not, but... Okay, throw it. Not ideal, but we get our mission complete. Relic intercept. Man, if you could only bring Yondu's synergy with Rocket, dude. That would go so hard. Come on, dude. Really? That was actually really good for us. No, 1%. We almost got another health bar. Hey, that's not bad at all, though. And that's type disadvantage, too. I'll take that. You want to get 18 health bars as your new goal? I believe in you, Nick. You can do it. That was actually really good. I definitely think if we get, like, podium stuff where he gets, like, the bonus points, he might be the best. 91% of the way there? Heck yeah, dude. I don't mind this mode, but I think if we have to manually level things, it's going to be horrid. Like, that's going to be miserable. So when do these roll out? In a day? Or tomorrow? Day after? 7-star Nexus. And then we get... What's in this selector? Oh, wow. That's pretty juicy. Heck, dude, even the cab rewards aren't too bad. Paragon is really good, too. Alright, well, I guess I'll do the 4th podium. That's kind of annoying that not all the podiums are unlocked on day 1, because you only have 3 days to do it. It's going to be kind of tough to get your podium all the way up. Probably going to go with the rank up gem. I think that's wise. That's a pretty good thing to get, honestly. Dude, yeah, Yondu kind of killed. Okay, last run. I wonder how easy he is on easy mode. We could do Onslaught. I don't like using Onslaught. Although it may not be a bad move. Yeah, let's just use Onslaught. Ooh. It was a Titan Nexus. I know it should have been, huh? I guess they don't want to bless us too much, right? Dude, is it? I probably just want to get the incinerate on me, right? Like, do I even want to hit him? Probably not, honestly. Now I go crazy, right? I need to pause the thing, though. Or not. Can you pause? You can do an extended pause when he's in his cocoon. Okay. That's why Onslaught is gross, then. Okay. I understand it now, chat. Kind of. Come on, throw that. Thank you. The real MVP. No. No, I was too late. Did I already use Venom? I did not. I did have that thought occur to me, though. Man, if I was actually like a good Onslaught player, someone who actually uses this champion outside of like marathon style content, I could probably like permanently keep up the degens. Gambit is crazy for mutant EQ. He was good for the last one. I don't know that I would have said crazy, but he was very good. I should have gotten the pause on there before I special 2'd, huh? It's all a learning curve, though. I mean, really, since we have the podiums maxed out, I can kind of half-A it a little bit this time around. Aw. I had timed that properly the first time. Ah, just barely too late, dang. I think part of the reason you want Onslaught too, right? I think he can like fail to sleep and you don't have to worry about it. I think I saw some Alliance mates talking about that. I don't know that that's intentional though. It probably is. Yeah, I need to build up the neuros to 20. I wish there was a way to punish the special one with a heavy. What kind of AI did this guy get, bro? No, RIP the neuros. I like that the relic pause, or the relic like counts for pausing it. That's really nice. Oh, I'm gonna sleep. Rip. I'm gonna be honest. I was not even watching that. You can. You just have to do the like mid special time business. Got it. Well, I don't really have time. I guess dash in right there. And then you throw a heavy like a crazy person. I was looking at chat. Ah! I wonder if the second dash gets you in heavy range. You light attack after the second dex. Yeah, but can you chain the light attack into a heavy, or can I heavy instead? That's actually accurate, Wolverine. What is the going rate for these, by the way? Like, how pricey are we talking? I think they're removed from the store, aren't they, though? Oh, no, they're not. Okay, so you refill your tickets for 95 units. Marvel Gaming 1983, following on Twitch. Thank you very much, man. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys that are watching over on Twitch are having a good time getting those drops. Make sure to go over to my YouTube and go subscribe if you have not already. Actually, let me link that for you guys real quick. I'll link YouTube and Twitch and YouTube in case people want to go follow my actual channel on YouTube or vice versa. Twitch. Can I pin things in this? YouTube. Thing. And it pinned it. Cool. WAP has not showed yet. Nope, you're the first mod, Spidey. Am I liking the Coliseum? Aaron, I think it's okay. It feels a little grindy, though. I definitely get the sentiment around it that a lot of people are talking about. And then just give me a second, guys. I want to pin my Twitch in my YouTube chat. Just so if you guys need to head over and get some more drops, you know where to go. Where the best MCOC stream of all time is. Dude, ironically enough, I could actually farm drops on my alt account on my Twitch account. That would be great. Where even is it? Oh, there it is. I'm not going to do that. That'd probably kill my internet, though. Okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. It seems really grindy, though. And I don't know that, like... Just think about, like, Adam Warlock is kind of annoying. There are more annoying defenders in this game. Like, if they throw Enchantress, let's say, or something like that, which inevitably there will be some stupid node combination or some stupid champion in Coliseum, I could see, like, everybody just universally hating the mode. So it's going to be interesting to see how it develops. I am pretty dang skeptical that it will quickly burn out and lose its luster, though. You ranked up Spider-Woman to rank 4? Very nice. I haven't bought the Supreme Collection. That was way better than Cyber and Banquet. Are you talking about... Which... You're talking about this thing, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got $50 to spare, Caveman? Because I don't. It is pretty cool, though. I'm sure... I don't even... I would be interested in doing the math to see how much I could even open from this thing. Do I even want to go back into Coliseum? I kind of want to try a couple more champions. If I go in with a different champion and I fail to beat the points I got from running with Onslaught, is that going to, like, delete my run with Onslaught? Can anyone tell me? Oh, wait, can I not even change? Oh, no, I can. Like that won't like override it unless the score is better, right? 50 in this economy? I know, right? If they put Enchantress, just Captain Britain, bait special 3s, and you don't ever throw an asshole. Yeah, well. Try out Gladiator? Dude, I can't play Gladiator in front of the Gladiator God. Okay, you still would gain XP. It just doesn't override anything. I didn't think it would because that would be like incredibly stupid, but who knows? Okay, I guess I won't beat the Onslaught run. The Nico run was pretty bad, I'm gonna be honest, because I was just trying to like figure things out. I wonder if Venom could get past her. Probably. Nah, Nefaria's not really like... He would probably do okay, but he's way better of a utility champion. Wonder if you can eat his sovereignty buff. I've surpassed all the milestones? Yeah, it looks like it's not very hard to do. Dude, okay. Can I also just say, having a mode like this makes me want to be able to switch my masteries for free even more. Because you're very clearly rewarded for, like, hammering out damage. I would like to take off Stand Your Ground and put that in, like, Deep Wounds. Or, like, Assassin. Something like that. I'm, like, definitely missing out on extra points. I bet the top alliances will do a lot of mastery changing for this mode. At least that's the way I see it happening. Okay, I don't think you can Om Nom Nom his sovereignty buff. I don't think Venom is going to beat Nico. Yeah, and recoils. Like if you... that's what's crazy. You could take recoils off for like 3 of your... or of your 5 podium runs, but like inevitably you'll probably have recoil friendly champions that you can use, and when you're taking those in here you're gonna want to have them on, so you want to be moving them over all the time to really like optimize. Dude, that's how competitive this is gonna probably be up near the top. Like that's a little concerning to me. Because, like, recoils versus non-recoils, big point difference. Because the damage is very different. Did I try Yondu yet? I did, Lee. Oh, you can apply the armor break while he's in his pod. That's cool. I did. Yeah, Yondu kind of cooked, actually. Dude was a beast. Come on, brother. I forgot you can't attack him like right after his pod, and I was like, well, crap. So I just threw the special to save me. Luckily, he didn't really care that much, and he didn't want to kill me. How does Okoye do? I would imagine like she's pretty reliable. You're not getting points for the tags, but that's okay. Aw, dang it. I need to just not look at chat when I'm doing this. Yeah, definitely. Ah. Oh, well. What's up, Demon? How are you, man? Your best run is with Death of She-Hulk, 18 bars, Onslaught 14 bars. Haven't done much grinding. There's not really a need to. I mean, you already get, like, the milestones super quick. You know? Ugh. As long as I'm contributing to the Alliance score, I'm okay with it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm 7th? Somehow? I don't even... Like, most of my runs were kind of bad, TBH. Oh, these are just people that haven't upgraded their podiums all the way yet. I bet I'll move down to, like, the 14 range or something when all is said and done. I heard Deathless She-Hulk is a beast, though. Is that just because, like, he doesn't gain power? How does that work? Silver Samurai just did a fight in 20 seconds. Dude's a beast. Adam is shock immune when he has the green buff, so Koye is nerfed a bit. Oh. Yeah, that's like an obscure ability I would never know. I will say, they killed the music. I can't praise that enough. It sounds awesome. It's kind of like the raid music. I wish there were more soundtracks for this game. I genuinely do. It would add to the atmosphere so much. If next Kabam livestream, they go, we got one more surprise for you. And it's like a new main menu theme. I kid you not, I would go ballistic. Every time he throws a special, it refreshes her trauma. Yeah, just like every time it would refresh regular She-Hulk, her Furies. Yes, he does, Travis. Nimrod benefits greatly from his awakening. It makes his shocks last a lot longer. The taunt she has built in is what makes She-Hulk and Death of She-Hulk really good. Yeah, that checks out. Neither of which I own it as far as like being worth using. Deathless She-Hulk was fun. Immediately throws specials. Her damage keeps going up. Dang, that would be nice. You play on mute? I do if I'm on my phone, like in public. It's winter and cold, but when spring comes, your allergies... Yeah, me too. There's always... It's so weird, like... My allergies have gotten a lot better. I don't know if it's like a health change as far as like supplements I've been taking or diet or something like that. But my allergies have gotten a ton better in the last few years. There's only like a 1 week where I feel like I'm going to die, and then after that, it's gone. So whatever I'm allergic to must only be in bloom for like a week. Chavez and Shathra are both pretty good too. Maybe I'll give them a shot. You have it. Travis, I'd maybe hold off. Like, yeah. If you have played Nimrod, I prefer Nimrod more than I do. I like him a lot more. I own a gladiator. Yeah. I don't think he's even really like ranked up though. Like he's not gonna out damage. I don't think any of the guys I've already used. Or even is he? Am I blind? I'm blind. Gladiator. There he is. Yeah, he's just chilling at rank 1, man. And I don't want to rank anybody up right now because I have Banquet coming soon. Hey, Dirk, thank you for the follow over on Twitch, man. Hope you're getting those good drops. You had some tacos for dinner, now you're feeling gassy. That's kind of what you're asking for. If it makes you feel any better, I had Taco Bell, so I'm in like a very similar boat. Saying use North Star. I did actually want to try North Star, but I really don't know that I'm going to get a better run than the ones I already got. You know what Good Guy Kabam should do? With how you can change your energy for the Elder's Marks, they should let you exchange it for the podium. Not the upgrade token, but the tickets. These things. That might be too OP though. You could have like a pretty expensive exchange rate. I would be down for that. Are those in any other store? Can I like... Because I know in like the Glory and Loyalty stores, you can buy like Alliance War and Alliance Quest energy refills. Did they add those tickets in anywhere? Probably not, huh? Because they want to make money. And I wouldn't blame them. Yeah, nope, I guess not. Man, they should do that. Maybe like put it in the Incursion store because people would have a reason to play Incursions more. Yeah, I don't see anything. Dang. That feels like kind of a bit of an oversight, huh? Big news. Yeah, Enchantress is really good in like really long content like that. North Star. Oh, he's all 3 tags? He's a large champion? That surprises me. Rank up Thanos. No shot. Taco Bell has to be putting something in tacos. Sometimes I do subscribe to that idea. There should be a way to get refills or something. Okay, there were refills before? Okay. What shop were they in, Lee? Do you know? Or are they only available for units? Because I know you could get, like... You could get these for units. Where were they? Ooh, they should put some in the trader outpost. That'd be cool. But you could get them right here. So there are refills. They're just 95 units, which is incredibly steep. And a refill only refills 3 Alliance Coliseum tickets, which is like nothing. That is 95 units, I think, to skip like... I don't know how long a refresh is, but it's not very long. Coliseum doesn't count towards the daily super event. I mean, that's okay. The solo raid basically takes care of the daily super, right? So that's kind of like what that's for. Oh, wow. I'm like really close to another 7-star. Yeah, that's actually like a really steep upcharge. Oh, I should have opened this last night. Maybe that... I can't believe I didn't even think about that store. Coliseum is fire? It's okay. I don't mind it. I don't like spending a lot of time in alliance modes to begin with, though. So my issue with it is mainly that, like... I mean, AQ, I could pop in, I could run 4 fights like that. The podium stuff is going to be a lot more intensive. Anyway, take your guesses, guys. Those of you that are lurking in Twitch, those of you that are lurking in YouTube, let me know in the chat, what do you think is in this crystal? If you get it right, I'll give you your very own Crisp High Five. Would be nice to have Deathless She-Hulk, man. One of my bigger regrets in life right there. One of my bigger regrets. Silk, Spider-Ham, dude, the Spider-Ham believers. Blade, oof. I would not be looking for Blade. Solo Coliseum, yeah, it just feels like, I don't know. I'll have to see how it goes. Like, Solo Coliseum on top of Alliance Coliseum is probably going to feel like a little much. Yeah, I think I lean towards that belief. Grog and Limnar followed over on Twitch. Thank you for the follow, man. Karnak is the guest. Not too bad. Black Panther. Venom. I can't get Kitty. She's not in the 7-star. Gyalsid. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Welcome, man. You can't get Kitty Pryde in the 7-star right now, Demon Slayer. She's only in the 6-star pool. I know it's only 1 week a month, but it doesn't change the fact that it's kind of grindy. Yeah, I think every alliance has pretty much done all the milestones, but I wonder like how that's gonna look when it's not bugged to where everyone can just like max their podium for free. It does kind of suck that like our first experience with the Coliseum is like bugged to the point where we won't really get exactly the feel of like how much we're gonna need to play and how placement will go. Like this is just gonna completely destroy placement for this game, I think. Anyway, let's go for it. My guess is gonna be Patriot. Wait, can I get yeah. I think this one will be Patriot. The rank rewards are insane, though. Yeah, people are going to wail out hardcore towards the top. Man, we have another Silk guess. Not too bad. Hopefully we can get something juicy. And it is a Mr. Sinister First Time Awakening. You know what? We take that. That's actually really good. That's actually really good. I am not mad at that at all. There were so many people that wanted me to use my Awakening gem on Mr. Sinister. I can't even tell you. Like, and I just said, no, guys, he's... I like the champion, but I don't know. I don't feel right about it. And that is why, right there. I knew subconsciously we would dupe this man. Nice pull. Thank you. That is good. Yeah, Sinister is a beast. If that was a first time pull of Sinister, I'd be going pretty ballistic right now. He's a fantastic champion. All right, well, it's time to awaken Sauron. I'm just kidding. No, I don't remember exactly what it does. It does a bunch of different things, right? Oh, yeah. Every time he defeats an opponent, he extracts their genetic code, gaining a different passive ability for the rest of the quest, depending on the defeated champion's class. You can max out at 3 of each, and then 10 passive total. He starts each fight with 3 at random. Mutant, you get a prowess, increasing special attack damage by 12%. That's like higher degen damage. That's pretty good. Precision, increasing crit rating. Regen rate, increasing regen rate by 6.4%. That's not bad. Ish, if you mess up. Combat power rate, increasing... Okay, that's actually pretty good. Cosmic, you get a Fury. Okay. I mean, that just makes him better. There's nothing negative about that, I don't think. So, that's pretty sick, actually. I'm down. I am super down for that. That's probably one of the better 7-star pulls I could have had. Yeah. Dupe an eternity later. No, look, my mutant gem I got a couple months ago, I think. And then you guys were like, use it on Sinister. And I was like, guys, Sinister's great and all, but like, I don't even remember who I awakened. I think I ended up going with Onslaught. I was like, I barely use Sinister to begin with. I know it's really good, and he's kind of hard to get right now, but anyway, it worked. It paid off. Buddy Rex is the alter ego. Yeah, we have Buddy Rex, we have the Butternator, and then we have Charles Sung. You don't think it's possible to get to level 8 without getting upgrade stuff or refreshes? It was 10k XP for that level, and 80 is the max per run. If that's the case, then that actually blows. Then it has, like, way more pay to win. Danny Moonstar is worth an Awakening gem. I do really like Danny Moonstar. It's just, anytime I really need to use Danny Moonstar, she just does such a superb job, because usually you use her where she matches up well already, that, like, I don't find myself using her enough to warrant an Awakening gem, you know? You want a 7-star Hulk? He is pretty good, Demon Slayer. I believe in you. It does make her pretty good Nick Fury counter. X23 is not too bad now. Alrighty, it's arena time, gentlemen. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not doing EQ right now, that's because you see these units, okay? We have 37, almost 38k. We have over 5 million battle chips. We are going to be hitting Banquet super duper hard a week from now, basically. And that's definitely going to change prestige levels, I'm sure. So I want to wait, just so that we can maybe hold off, get a few extra rewards, maybe make it a little bit more worth it. Your dad's got a rank 3 Danny and has no idea how to use her. She is kind of a, like, higher level champ, but I feel like she's like a complex champion that is really easy to play in some ways. Would I rather grind Coliseum or Arena? I'd rather grind Arena, personally. I think the rewards for Coliseum are probably better in totality, but Arena has, like, variety. And if you guys have been around since, like, when they were testing Elder difficulty and stuff, you know I absolutely hate repetitive fights. And just having to do the same fight over and over and over again with the same champion most of the time, I don't really like that much. Mike Evans? Wait, Mike Evans is playing today? Oh my gosh, I have him rostered. I would have started him. No, that sucks, actually. Oh, man. Oh, well. At least the kicker for Tampa is killing it. Bucky Irving's not. Dang it. Oh, well. I guess I can start Mike Evans the rest of the year. That's what happens when we're streaming. I can't stay up to date with football stuff. But it is tough, right? Because Arena gives you units, but Coliseum being able to give you tier 7 basic, like, that's really valuable. But I think, like, maybe in the long run unit gain is better. Yeah, it's like Coliseum is going to make people have to no life this game even harder, which I'm not a big fan of, really. There's already so much to do in this game right now that it feels a little bit too much. It feels a little bit over the balance. And, like, I'm just thinking about, like, that guy that has a full-time job or something, right? Like, what, you're gonna get home and you're gonna grind Coliseum for the next, like, 2 hours? That just doesn't sound like a fun gameplay loop to me. I think, as much as we bag on AQ, and I understand this is only a few days out of each month, but still, it's, like, an important enough thing that, like, you're gonna fall behind if you're not participating in it, to be honest. So it's just gonna, I don't know, man. Might make the gap a little bit too wide. Like, they've spoken multiple times on how they don't want this game to feel like a full-time job. Coliseum feels full-time job-ish. You're loving it so far, it won't get boring for you? Well, give it a few months, we'll see. We'll see. That's part of, like, my deal is, like, right now we're still in the infancy stage, and honestly, what we did today was great, but that was with, like, being able to upgrade our podium instantly because they whiffed the release of this mode they hyped up for a long time, and we don't really know exactly how it'll be. Yeah, I thought that statement was a little bit insane, Aaron. It's like, oh yeah, no problem, man. I'll just only play your game. Yeah, yeah. The way they hyped it, I don't feel like it really met the hype. Everything gets boring eventually. Yeah, I agree. But again, it's only 3 days, so maybe that's like the sweet spot of, like, it's short enough where it won't feel like grindy. Or it's gonna feel grindy, but maybe it won't feel too grindy. Maybe people will still like it. In the matter of opinion, you love Coliseum? That's good, man. I don't, like, hate it. I am predicting that there is potential that this mode becomes unpopular. I do think it's an inherent, like, I said this about the poker thing. I think it's good when Kabam tries something new. I think it's good for the game. It promotes, like, different ideas, and even from this idea, even if it wasn't popular, it could promote the emergence of a different idea that could be even more popular. Like there's only good things usually that can come from like taking big swings in a game like this once in a while. So I applaud them for that, and I think it's great. But we'll just have to see how like it ages. It is nice to have, like, you know, variety is the spice of life, as they say. Who would I have winning if they fought? Future Ant-Man versus Titania? Probably future Ant-Man. Because he's supposed to be really smart, I think, right? Maybe he could just, like, figure it out. Not even have to fight. I don't know that 20 hours is a little long, Travis, but I do think they want people playing this every day, and they want them playing it for as long as possible. I mean, why wouldn't they, though? It's kind of any game, right? You want maximum, like, player playage. I don't know that that's necessarily the right game design approach, though. I know that's like a metric that a lot of gaming companies will look for, like, how long is somebody hooked on our game? And then they equate that to, like, the game being good and in a healthy spot. I don't think that's necessarily true. Like, I think there's very much a point you can reach where it's too much and people just burn themselves out too easily on the game. That's kind of like, it's a meme, right? But like the 2-week Minecraft binge, Minecraft is a game that has mastered engagement. Everything from the gameplay loop to the music that is played. It's so easy to lose track of time and just like play the crap out of it, right? But you play the crap out of it for like 2 weeks, and then the Minecraft binge, for most people, is over. And then you don't touch it for months, if not years. There is definitely a happy medium. And Minecraft, incredibly successful. Probably one of the most successful games of all time. I'm not saying that that gameplay loop is necessarily the worst. I'm just saying that burnout happens if you try to drive engagement too much. Dang it, ads, rip. Yeah, Lee, it's a... I think they'll probably stick with the 3 days a month rotation. I can't see it becoming more than that. If it does, though, I would be a little bit annoyed. Can't use pre-fights in Arena? Dude, I know. Yeah, Arena needs some quality of life stuff, but I don't think they'll ever do it. Yeah, no, it's massive, K-Man. I'm not saying, like... I'm not, like, I was just using Minecraft as an example of the fact that, like, playing a game too much can lead to a lot of burnout. But, like, MCOC doesn't have the weight of name like Minecraft does. And it's got a little higher of a skill ceiling or floor or whatever. Six hours for Abyss, 4 hours for Labyrinth of Legends, 3 hours for Necropolis. I mean, it took me, what, like 4 hours to go through Necropolis? Not everybody has that kind of time. Oh, absolutely bodied. Oh, okay. It sounded like you were trying to, Caveman. I was like, no. But yeah, Minecraft is huge. I wouldn't be surprised if Roblox eventually passed it up, dude. Or Fortnite. If they haven't already or aren't within striking distance. MCOC doesn't burn out easy because it's low attention span modes. Some of them, yeah. I agree with that. Like I was saying in Discord earlier, like I actually kind of had like a small Necropolis hangover because it's just like 4 hours of like straight laser focus, and it's actually really exhausting. That being said, I mean, Coliseum could definitely get that way. Like I said, Adam Warlock is like a fringe defender. He's like kind of still easy, but like there's the right amount of challenge in there. Eventually, I feel like they're going to have Enchantress or something in Coliseum, and people are going to just like throw their phones. Roblox is a weird game. I mean, I've installed it just for the memes like one time, but I didn't see the draw. You just watched the new Fantastic Four? It wasn't that bad? I would give it like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I think it was okay. It didn't like... I wasn't hyper engaged in it. Get burnt out when you log in. Oh, Lee. I feel that. I've been there. Honestly, I think the only thing keeping me from getting burnt out in this game is really just live streaming it. That's really been it. Like, for lack of a better word, that's been a game changer. Alright, whatever. We'll just get magnetized. Because it, like... I don't look at it as playing the game. I look at it as just hanging out with my friends, you know? Having a good time. I think it's insane, by the way, that, like... Nimrod is, like, actually magnetic. You'd think he'd have some, like, super high-tech material he's made out of. Because, you know, he's, like, meant to kill mutants, and one of the most powerful mutants of all time is Magneto. But here we are. Okay, I totally thought that would be enough. That's embarrassing. Arc Raiders ended up winning. Hey, that's interesting. I thought Hollow Knight might have taken it. Arc Raiders is kind of like the recency bias thing. No, Necropolis was really fun. I did enjoy it. Farming the revives was awful, but I totally didn't need to. I could have definitely done Necropolis with the revives I had already. Which I regret a little bit, but safe than sorry, you know? But hey, I mean, like, I've taken multiple breaks. This is a game that ebbs and flows. I know, right, Nick? You would think. I actually didn't know he wasn't metal. That's crazy. When I'm not streaming, how much do I play? Aaron, when I'm not streaming, I hardly touch Contest of Champions. The most I will do off stream is like, if there's a big Battlegrounds event going, I'll play a few matches once in a while. And then occasionally I'll run the daily event just to make sure I get the units, and that's pretty much it. And then before I was streaming, I would log in and do dailies, and then like kind of play pretty minimally, I would say. So, I mean, pretty much everything that goes on stream is like, I don't really do much off stream at all. It's not like when you're watching a Minecraft streamer, you come back to watch their video or stream, all of a sudden they have like tons of diamond blocks and they're like, I was doing some mining off stream, which we know they were in creative, but if they weren't, they were playing a lot of Minecraft. But it's not like that. I just genuinely don't play. Onslaught looks like Baymax? He actually does. I can't unsee that now. You need to do the Star-Lord piece thing? Oh, rip. I believe in you, though. There's a couple that someone needs to go through. It would probably, like, wreck the game hardcore, so it'll never happen. Someone needs to go through and redo the tags on champions, because there's champions that are absolutely flying that aren't tagged flying, as we discovered recently. There's champions that should be metal that are not metal. Granted, like, if you took that to its logical conclusion, Magneto would probably get such a big buff, I would imagine. Because there's a lot of champions, I think, that they just look like they're in something metal, but they're not metal. He would actually probably be the best champ in the game. How do you check? Profile and then drops, I think. Yeah, I would. That's like Nick. If you're studying, it's best to take like frequent breaks. Not only to avoid burnout, it just helps you memorize things better. At least that's what my psychology professor told me in college. She would have us like I think we'd study for like an hour and then take like 20 or 30-minute breaks. There was some program she had us use that it was like combined with the textbook we used, and that's like what they would tell you to do and say that it was like some tried and true, like proven method to study. High Evolutionary is not metal either? That surprises me too. I just assumed he would be. Honestly, they could delete tags from the game altogether and I would not care. It would probably help them code the game too. But then I guess we wouldn't really have the fun little challenges. Yeah, heaven forbid they be comic book accurate, though, am I right? Oh, that sneeze is back. I mean, Destroyer's metal is enchanted. Yeah. So I guess that makes sense. You would think, as like many times as Magneto has dunked on Wolverine, Wolverine would go to a witch or something and have him enchant his adamantium. But I guess not, huh? Demon Slayer, I don't know that it's... I mean, yes, they do have some stuff to fix. I think it's more so that they need to stop themselves from having to make the fix in the first place. And I don't know if that's like they need to hire more quality testers or just like better, more experienced staff. I don't know what it is. I don't know what... Like, it's really hard to say with these big corporations because there's usually suits at the top that don't play the game and they just want to save a buck. So I think that's the core issue. I mean, I obviously can't judge that with a surety because I don't know what's going on over there. I don't work there. I don't have any ties there, but it does feel like they need to put some more money into the health of the game and like making sure it's not broken when they release a brand new mode, you know? If you take breaks, you don't get back into it. Yeah, that's fair, Nick. Studying is boring, so I get that. They gotta buff OG champs. I think that's kind of what the Stellar Forge thing will be, Demon. I wouldn't be surprised to see Stellar Forge like Captain America. In fact, they should do that, honestly. He can't manipulate Iron Man's armor? That just seems like convenient. I could see that from like maybe when they're like when he has like the nanites, especially like his endosim armor, like what Superior Iron Man. Before that though, that's actually really surprising. He probably could have if they had fought when like Tony was like still developing, like maybe like Mark 1 or 2 phase. Then maybe he looked and saw that Magneto existed and tried to safeguard against it in some way. Magneto is so cracked, by the way. That's like such a cool power. Honestly, like, well done on the thinking. That's pretty outside of the box. Controlling metal. Think we're gonna get Stellar Forge Groot? I would not be surprised by that, Lee. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think that would make sense. Like, my theory is that all the Stellar Forged are just going to be like the old guard. That's like kind of how Deathless were. Stellar Forge Groot is somehow going to be like... He's going to be like a tech champion somehow, watch. If Thor becomes Stellar Forged, I'd be down for that. Thor needs some love, but he is getting Thor Ragnarok. So, like, Thor is getting a little bit of a buff in that way. It would never happen, but a Stellar Forged Deadpool would be cool. What they should do, and they kind of probably screwed the pooch on this already. It would be like super cool if they did Heralds of Galactus, because there's so many different Marvel characters that have been a Herald at one point or another. Like, you could do Herald of Galactus Thor, and that would be bad A. But I think they would have had to have already done that because we already have a couple Heralds in the game. I guess you could just add different Heralds. But before they added any Heralds of Galactus, here's what they should have done. They should have done the Deathless Chase, but for Herald champions. And then they finish off with the release of, like, Galactus, aka potentially Gallon, if he wasn't in the game yet. And then he's all fancy pants McGee, right? Because Heralds are like crazy OP. It would be a good way to like buff champions that are potentially awful. No more Deadpools, please. I'm okay with it if they're free, Lee. But yeah, Herald of Galactus Thor is a bad AMFer, dude. I think a Stellar Forged Wolverine is definitely on the table too. I could see that. Will my banquet stream be normal time? Most likely, Travis, and I'll let you know if that changes. That goes for any stream. Just plan on every stream at the normal day, normal time. That being said, if you're not part of the Discord, I don't have it linked on Twitch, but I do have the link to my YouTube. And if you go to the video description in my YouTube channel live stream, you can go ahead and join the Discord. Lots of fun people over there, a lot of cool times. And that is where I will announce if my stream time ever changes. And I'll try to put something like that as like a post on YouTube and Twitter as well. So just watch out for it. But I'm normally very good at just keeping a schedule, so. That would be funny, Demon Slayer. Heralds and Horsemen with Mephisto so they can boost Ghost Rider. That'd be CGR, Kushala, maybe Vox. That could be cool, Nick. I do think we should have an Apocalypse type champion for every class. And we like kind of do. Not quite in tech. I don't think there's one in skill. Let's see. We have Gallon, Shathra, technically. Then we have Apocalypse. I think that's as far as like the Horseman style ability, right? I guess, yeah. I think that's it. So we still need a couple other classes, maybe. There's champions with great pre-fights, like there's like War Machine, stuff like that, but that doesn't carry the rest of the quest. And it doesn't get better over time. Dude, what kills me is the boosts that you get in Battlegrounds. Like, how Cole will start with like 3 of his his whatever the buff is called, the egg buff in Battlegrounds. Why does that not carry over to Arena? Just be patient, Samuel. They'll make their way to your account eventually. If everybody in MCOC fought, who would win? Probably. I mean, that's kind of a like very open question, because like even in comics, that is kind of a gray area, unless you're talking about like the actual god level characters. Because like it depends on who's writing the comic kind of thing, right? So I genuinely have no idea. Because they're like, sometimes a character can do this, sometimes one can do this other thing, and then who knows? I'm gonna say Groot though. I think he proved his merit during the 2-star or the auto fight tournament. So, but yeah, Void or Sentry, I would probably guess Nick, because like Sentry is like technically, and this is where I said it depends on who writes them. He's definitely like technically a reality warper, so he can just kind of do things. But again, he's also been written in a way that's not that way, and he doesn't really do anything reality warp-ish in MCOC, so... What's the girl in the Act 9 picture? Is it not Karina? I thought it was Karina. It'd be like, what is it? The Ultimate Showdown? Lee, if you guys know, that's a really old YouTube video. The Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Everybody fights each other, and then Mr. Rogers is alive at the end. Just like the person you wouldn't expect. It could be Invisible Woman. Like, maybe she just, like, chills. She just hangs out invisible. What are they gonna do? Kill her? They don't know where she is. Also, fun fact, Widow. Karina is actually in Guardians of the Galaxy. And I did not know that. It's the Collector's like assistant chick that tries to kill him. I think it's that one. He has two. I think Karina is the one that dies. I could be wrong, but it is one of his like assistants or whatever. You think Ares, the Collector, Grandmaster, Karina, Deathless Thanos, or Maestro would be winning? Maybe. Deathless Thanos could snap. Maybe, yeah. If he like didn't die before he could bring his fingers together. Which that might happen. He couldn't snap if Ant-Man... I'm just kidding. We won't get into that. Not like Ant-Man, at least. Dude, I gotta use Wongers in Arena? Easy. Leave me even more invisible, yeah. What? X-23 has smelled invisible people? What if she just, like, douses herself in Axe body spray? And that just, like, fries X-23's, like, smeller. Charles, back to the land of the living, dude. No, I love you guys over at Twitch. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thank you for stopping here to farm your drops. I appreciate it. Especially if you followed. Thank you very much. I still have so many hours to go on the drops. It's actually not even funny. Okay, this is actually interesting. If you get rid of the snapping BS, if you just get rid of that caveat, because I think if everyone was fighting everyone, they might... A lot of the smart characters would probably stop Thanos from just full wiping everybody. I imagine he just dies before he snaps. Maybe. But if that happened... Also, thank you for the follow over on Twitch, Matcha. Appreciate you very much. Hope you're enjoying the stream, getting your drops. Man, now I forgot what... Okay, Serpent would actually be really good. Because he gets more powerful by absorbing fear. You'd think there'd be a lot of fear going on if everyone in the battle realm is fighting everybody else. He would probably be like super juiced. I bet a Serpent would cook. He'd be really good. Oh yeah, the drops are insane. That's why I made a different Twitch account so my alt could get it too. Count Nefaria could be pretty good too. I mean, he's like genius level intellect. And he's like functionally immortal-ish. Maybe he could absorb everybody's like energy stuff, and maybe that makes him super OP. Who knows? Although I think the real winner is probably Yondu. He just whistles a little bit of Steamboat Willie and everyone's dead. I would go Prowler there, Nick. I enjoy Prowler a little bit more personally. That being, I haven't played him at 7-star rarity though, so. That's crazy, Samuel. Do you have anyone in mind? Who am I going to pick from the selector? I'm going to pick Deadpool X-Force, most likely. Him and Purgatory are the only ones I don't have. Serpent is Odin's brother. Are you pretty sure he'd win with all the juice? Yeah. Yep. If he could, like, hijack the Odin Force, too, somehow. I don't know how that would work. But he'd be so busted, dude. He already is really busted. I spent an evening reading Serpent lore because I was like, who is this guy? I've never heard of him in Marvel in my life. Pretty insane, dude. Like, he is a hard MFer. With, like, if you really took it to its max, like, potentially, like, almost limitless energy, right? Because I feel like there's almost always going to be fear. Maybe as people die, he gets weaker. I don't really know. Because that would be less fear. Who knows? Case could be made for Magog. Potentially, yeah. Because he's, like, crazy OP. Not in this game, though. You pulled a first-time Zemo. Hey, congrats, Nick. Not too bad of a champ. Awakening Maker's not bad, Charles. Makes him pretty good. Or a lot better, from what I understand. Man, that didn't kill? Okay. The drops will probably give my alt a 7-star Awakening gem, I think. Whoa, why did the parry not proc? Gambit could also get overloaded with energy and just blow everyone up. I think there's probably a lot of, like, celestial level threats that, like, probably wouldn't die to that, though. Congrats on the rank 3, Travis. He did a lot for me in Necropolis. Well, not a lot, but he did a couple fights in Necropolis for me. Miles, well... If you're counting like the movie, he didn't like fight them though. He just like ran away from all those Spider-Men. If that's like a canon thing in the comics though, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, Vox is great for arcade. Any auto block champion, Vox is like a beast. No, dude is a total unit. Shocker wins if he can charge his heavy attack long enough. Travis, it's a little bit less intimidating than I thought. Like, it went well. I do feel like I was playing a lot better than I usually play though, so that helped a little bit. But I think I was overreacting to how hard I thought it would be. It's mostly just time consuming. If you get Wong, absolutely go for it. Wong or Chiel. I mean, you can technically use Wong on every fight in that path, but he won't be able to charge it. Maybe if he has like Doctor Strange or someone cast a spell on him, I don't know. And this fight is going to be a little bit on the lengthy side, I think. See if we can fail his regens with Ensnare. Oh my gosh. Oh, rip me. Ouch. Oh, it's because he gets the regen when I bleed him. Maybe I'll go to a special 3. Oh my gosh. I hate everything right now. The bleeds are trying. I think we're committing. Yeah, we got it. I think it's just when he throws the special one or something. You have Wong but not ranked up. Never really used him. Yeah, if you can get him to like rank 2 probably at minimum. Or my rank 3 I think made a big difference though. Rank 4 even better, but I don't know that I would rank 4 him just for Necropolis. But he was destroying. I think rank 3 is probably just fine. If you can get him there. We'll probably get some gems at some point that you could throw onto him. In the big war, who are the first 10 getting absolutely clapped? I don't know. That's a good question. I would probably just say a lot of the human characters that do nothing special. They just, like, are good at fighting. Like, Black Widow probably dies. Shang-Chi, in this game, I don't think he has the ring, so he probably dies. Or maybe he does, actually, in MCOC. I think he might. You just don't see him do anything with them. But yeah, I would just say, like, all the regular Joes. Kingpin probably dies. Because he's fat and is gonna get tired. He's also just a guy. I think Daredevil probably dies. He just gets lasered. And he can't react to it. I don't know. What's up, Dragoon? Welcome in, man. We're just trying to recover from the Necropolis hangover right now, man. You like the Jabari gameplay? Thank you. It did take a lot longer than it should have, though. At least we got him down. Man, that happens when I'm grinding arena, though. I just, like, won't pay attention, and I'll use a champion who's, like, one of the worst champions imaginable for that matchup. But no, we're just taking it easy. We played some Coliseum earlier. Now we're just grinding the arena so that we can be prepared for Banquet. You're glad it took longer, more time for Twitch drops. Hey, me too. I'm glad there were a lot of people last night that were able to get their drops. Last night was really bad, Dragoon. I'm sorry you had to watch that, dude. I'm glad that you were there, though, so I wouldn't have to go through it alone. You and everyone else that was there. It is tragic. It was so bad. We opened a basic earlier on stream, by the way, Dragoon, and I got a Mr. Sinister, so maybe it's turning around. It was an awakening, though. I already had him on the roster from when we could have gotten him for free last year. But hey, that's a really good poll. How do you get Twitch drops? So you'll go watch the stream on Twitch, which is the link in the YouTube chat. It's pinned at the top. After you get there, you need to make sure that your Twitch account is linked with your Kabam account. And the way you do that, Hulk might win? That's potential. Yeah. He has a good chance if he doesn't somehow get Reality Warp deleted. It is a good awakening, yeah. So anyway, sorry. You'll go to Twitch, and then there's a website. If you just Google MCOC Twitch drops, I think there's like a Reddit post from today or yesterday, and Cat Murdoch had posted in the comments a link to click. Basically, go there, log into your Kabam account. There'll be a button that says link Twitch account. You click that. It'll redirect you to Twitch's website. You click link or whatever you got to do, log in, and then bang, your accounts are linked. And then you watch an MCOC stream on Twitch. It sounded a lot more difficult than it is. I promise it's not that bad. The question is, which Hulk would win? Because we have a bunch of different Hulks. I don't think it'd be Red Hulk. But we have I-Hulk. We have Hulk Rags. We have Joe Fixit. I don't think Joe Fixit would win. We have OG Hulk. We have Hulk Buster. Not the same. Still a Hulk technically though, right? It's got Hulk in the name. Not in the suit, but it but definitely go get those drops, Dragoon. It's not worth missing out. Don't feel pressured to like get them all tonight though. They are active for the rest of the month. Man, 1,000 damage per tick even. That's crazy. Dude, I hope the shocks just KO Penny. Yeah, beautiful. Maybe Sandman wins because he just like stays sand. What are you gonna do? I guess make him like mud. Maybe that's his like weakness. Sandman always blows my mind. I'm sure there's some glaring comic book weakness that he has. Like maybe he can't stay not sand for too long. You could lightning strike him and potentially turn him into like lightning or like glass. Sandman just feels functionally immortal, dude. He's literally made of sand. I guess you could melt him or something, but like, I don't know how much sand he needs to survive. Could he just like stay a few grains of sand? I don't know. When you're at 900 charges, parry into special 2? Alright. I'll probably forget that, but thank you for the advice. Torch would make Sandman into Glassman. Yeah, but like... What, you just turn into sand and like work your way through the underground somehow to some cavern? I don't know, like I feel like it would be so hard to root out everybody if you were trying to have a battle royale. I would just like, there's so many champions that could just indefinitely hide. I don't know that anyone could win. Because like maybe the people that like X23 that could just find someone with smell, I don't think she'd last until the end. She'd probably just get annihilated or like restrained or something. I don't believe so, Widow, but it helps him a lot from what I remember, or it makes him much better. I can't put my finger on what exactly it was. I do remember reading it and saying that it looked like it would be very helpful though. Spider-Man solos Sandman. If Spider-Man lives, I just think Sandman runs away, and like, what are you gonna do? He's sand. I don't. Maybe Cassandra Nova bodies everybody. I don't know. Oh my gosh! Wait, Lizard just destroyed Cassandra Nova there. What the? Oh my gosh! It's Dragoon. Hey, Voyage. Welcome to the Twitch stream, my friend. Happy to have you. Hope you're able to get your account linked okay. My goat box. Destroyed. Yo, Big Sheep, how are you, man? Did I unban you on YouTube? You're Get Better, right, Joe? If that's the case, then yeah, you should be unbanned. Just bear in mind that if you've been banned once, you're on a little bit of a shorter leash. Yeah, no, Cassandra Nova's no joke. She did get kind of out-gamered, though. Dude, his Special 2 animation looks kind of goofy. Dracula would die when the sun came up? Yeah, unfortunately. Torch can cause a supernova? Wait, is that true? That's kind of crazy. There's a couple of characters in this game with, like, planet-level feats, though. You like Cassandra Nova? I like her, but I wanted to like her more. Frankencastle looks super underrated. I really like him. I like his gameplay style. I'd like to get him ranked up, actually. When we were testing all the Titan champs I was able to pull, which wasn't everybody, unfortunately, he was one of the champions I think has a lot of potential. And he just looks like he's pretty good across the board. I'm not sure on that, Sheep. I don't know what it even does. Oh, how dare you. So rude. Gladiator could throw Dracula into the sun. Yeah, you're not wrong. He's amazing for auto block. His defender strength isn't bad. Yeah, dude, if he's on a stun immune node, like if he's on a node where you have to intercept him regularly, what are you gonna do? He's just like unstoppable. You better bring grit or slow. That's all I'm saying, man. Oh, you ranked up Gallon. Nice, Charles. Frank is already dead, so you think he'd just get defeated? Yeah, he'd probably just get burned to a crisp or something. Superior Iron Man could make it far, I think. He's kind of a busted character in a ways. Gentle destroys? Yeah. Dude, speaking of, like, Battle Royale, Gentle is actually... He wouldn't win, but he would perform pretty great. Because Gentle in the comics, his, like, muscles can almost just, like, expand indefinitely, and he can get so strong. The reason he, like, hurts himself in this game is because, according to the lore early on for Gentle, if he used his ability, and this is why he has those tattoos, to stop his muscles from getting too big. If he used his ability too much, he would, like, actively hurt himself. But then apparently later on in some storyline, he finds out it's just a mental block, and it gets removed, and he can use his powers without hurting himself, which is kind of, like, crazy how strong he can actually get. Not like better than Hulk, but he can get pretty tough, all right? Silk can literally dodge almost everything. She can dodge somebody like Quicksilver, though, who's moving faster than she can even think. I feel like that's probably where she takes the L. We're Sheep, we're talking about the battle of Battle Realm proportions. Just everybody in this entire game goes against everybody, and we're talking about who comes out on top. And I don't know that we're really power scaling them based on like their abilities in game. I think we're just talking like generally speaking. Ooh, Scarlet Witch too, yeah. You think APOC needs a buff? I think he's okay where he's at. Oh, that makes sense, Charles, about Human Torch. I just thought that he was using that as like some fancy wordplay. I didn't think he was being literal. Let's be honest, Okoye probably wins. A spear that can bleed and shock people. Unbeatable. The Maker could win? He is like super hyper giga genius. It's possible. That's kind of like the idea of like who would win if it was Batman versus the insert enemy here, because everyone is like, well, Batman, super hyper genius guy, he would figure out a way to win. If he had enough, it's like the whole Batman with prep time or this guy. I think you can make the same argument for Maker because he's on such like an elite level of intellect. So I could see that. Dude, Carolina Dean wins if the fight is in the sun. Oh, I thought I had the special too, just barely. Rip. Oh, and then I get hit by that? Rip. Well, which Batman? I think the argument is for any Batman, Demon Slayer. Wait, Gambit could destroy the Earth by accident. Hey, actually, though, Black Bolt. Black Bolt is a sleeper pick. Dude can destroy planets with a whisper, basically. Like, if Black Bolt yelled, you're dead. Dude is cracked out of his mind. I am giving drops, yeah. It's on its way, Authentic Square. Like, I think people forget how, like, cracked out of his mind Black Bolt is. Mad discipline. And they, let me tell you, they did him so incredibly, incredibly dirty in Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. And I will never forgive them for that movie. Ever. Ever. They butchered so many characters in one movie. It's actually insane. In my mind, that movie never happened. And then the really bad CGI eye on his forehead and the after the movie, oh my gosh. I wanted to like that movie. Doctor Strange is one of my favorite Marvel characters, bar none. But nope. Batman with prep time isn't going to beat everybody. Yeah, well, I don't think so either. I'm just saying that's kind of like the argument. I think Batman v Spider-Man would be closer than you'd think. The issue there is like Spider-Man, like Peter Parker is quite intelligent himself. So I think Peter Parker probably wins. I think Batman is probably more like strategic from a fighting perspective. But I think Peter Parker might be like smart enough to get out of any pickle he finds himself in. Plus, you know, superpowers. Hawkeye? Nah, bro. Hawkeye's the guy who does nothing for the group project and gets an A. Yeah, agreed, Nick. It was such a scam. Daredevil has beaten Spider-Man before, says Grogan. Or Grogan Limner. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't think Spider-Man is winning the MCOC Ultimate Showdown, though. Black Panther beats Batman with prep time? I could see that, too. Like, superpowers, plus he's just a smart person already. You think Blue Marvel? Yeah, it's like, it's gonna be comped, Tim. Don't worry about that. Onslaught? Yeah, you could give Onslaught a shout. He has some pretty OP power, or like abilities. Ayo, Mr. Sinister. Tim, look, I awakened my Mr. Sinister today. On the one basic that I opened. Spidey Sense is kind of a cheese ability, though. Like, you gotta think, Batman could plan for that, though, right? Somehow. Maybe, like, I feel like Batman would use the Spidey Sense to his advantage. Like, get Peter Parker to dodge or do something, and then he'd, like, get lured into a trap. Civil Warrior's not too bad? I hope he gets a little bit of help, but Blue Marvel drops in a few months, I think. Oh, I forgot. You can't interrupt her heavy. Whatever the writer... Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. It's like, it's very heavily dependent on which comic book iteration you're going with for that character, because, like, everybody thinks a character is at a different power level than the next guy, right? Psylocke is Captain Britain, beats Merlin, wields Excalibur, which is a sick sentence. God of the BS, I'm not familiar with that game. I thought it was Expedition 33, though. That won it. That's what the people told me. You're telling me it wasn't, what is it, Uma Musume? That, like, horse racing game with all the anime waifus in there? That, like, exploded in popularity for a little bit? You know, there should be a really cool interaction with Sentry and the fear debuff. Maybe it just, like, turns him into the void. If there was a aura farming battle royale, Daredevil, no diffs. I don't know, dude. There's some pretty big aura champions. Like, Yondu is quite the aura farmer. He's Mary Poppins, and he has a bad A arrow that he could just, like, kill you by whistling. That's pretty cool. title. Oh, that's the full title. Okay. That shows you how much I played that game. Yeah, Mr. Sinister is just really great for a lot of things. Demon Slayer. Oh, Death Battles by Screw Attack. Dude, I don't think the death battles are really anything to go by. Personally. They're like... There are some I just have to disagree with that I've watched. They're definitely not gospel, that's for sure. Hyperion with the Aura Farming, yeah. Gladiator's all about Aura. Facts. Aw, bologna sandwich. Rogue? Maybe? Is it only mutant abilities, though, that she takes? I mean, maybe. Can she get close enough to touch somebody? That's a question. Dark Phoenix would get pretty far, I would imagine. You don't agree with Hulk versus Doomsday? I just feel like comparing Hulk to anyone, if you just like extend Hulk's abilities to their logical like limit, it's limitless. So like, can you ever say he would lose? But B Dizzle, Hulk has been killed in a couple comic storylines. Yeah, but I feel like you're supposed to be comparing them at like their best, right? Ooh, that's a nice matchup. I like that. Juggernaut could win. I don't know that. Well, I don't think he'd win. He'd be a top finisher too, though. Juggernaut like is like pretty insane. If you read about his like comic book feats and stuff like that, dude has the stuff it takes. Oof, I can't use pre-fights. That means I can't use Ironheart against Onslaught. No. How long am I streaming for? 45 more minutes, probably. Maybe a little bit longer. Guaranteed, though, 45 minutes. You vote longer? Like, how long are we talking? Bam! Aw, man. Kindred? No one would want to fight him because he's just too creepy. Honestly. Psycho Thinker, I think it did go live last night, but you had to have logged in at the right time. Because I got it on my alt account yesterday. Why can nobody spell rogue? I don't know, man. It's probably autocorrect. Swipe text can do you dirty sometimes, caveman. Rouge? Isn't that the character from Sonic? I don't know if that's exactly how you spell it, though. Rouge? I think it's Rouge. Oh, look at that special one, full dex, though. But it will be comped as far as, like, the login. Unfortunately, with Juggernaut, he has been a victim of plot-induced stupidity. Well, he's not supposed to be, like, a smart champion, though. Or, like, guy, right? One more hour, please. I don't know. Like, an hour on top of 45 minutes? Or you just want me to go, like, 15 minutes overtime? I don't know, dude. If Enchantress has her stupid untouchable spell, she probably wins, right? Or maybe Domino wins. She's just, like, so lucky. Nothing can happen. Extra 15? Okay, if you remind me as we get closer to the top of the hour, I'll go 15 minutes longer for you. Dude, that unstoppable spell is actually goated. Yeah, Juggernaut's power scaling is pretty inconsistent, huh, Charles? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Absolutely. You can't really subscribe. Well, you can subscribe on Twitch. It just costs you money or a Twitch Prime. So if you have the means and feel like you enjoy the stream, go right ahead. I would appreciate that. But that being said, you guys over on Twitch, we are always live. Hey, Warlock, what's up, man? We are always live on YouTube, and that is pinned at the top of the chat if you want to head over there and subscribe. Same for you guys in YouTube if you need to get some more drops. Or if you want to see me play any other games, it'll probably be over on Twitch, which is pinned in the chat. So make sure to head over on Twitch and give the channel a follow, Ruski. Unstoppable Venom comic would go hard. I mean, it's really Cyto-Rack, right? Behind the power of Juggernaut. I forget how he's power scaled. I know he's like ludicrously powerful though. Sorry to do this to your boy, caveman. Homie's about to get dead. Forgive me. Spidey, if you're still here, who ended up winning the football game? Cyto-Rack? I don't know how to pronounce it. Tomato, tomato. Oh, it's still going? Okay. Thank you, Warlock. I guess you're a big football enjoyer too. Am I a comics guy? I probably would be if I had the money for it. It's kind of an more expensive hobby. No, most of my comic book knowledge and enjoyment comes from just like Wikipedia article surfing. What does the charm spell even do? Honestly, I don't remember. Gives free willpower, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, our comic book expert is here now. We have God of the Abyss. I'm sure a lot of you guys also have very vast comic knowledge. Abyss is always just the guy that comes in and is like, yo, I've read issue like 37 of this Spider-Man storyline. This power scales this way. This is some cool interaction these guys have had. He knows the stuff, man. He is the source of all things MC Marvel Comics. I guess I just said MC. Thanks for getting Twitch up and helping you finish Twitch drops. Anytime, man. Anytime. I don't think the quality looks too bad. I wish it could be a little better, but I think that might be what was like overtaxing my PC. Maybe. Because it seems to have been fine ever since I lowered the streaming quality a little bit. If I get a new PC, though, we're cranking that puppy right back up to 1 million. Closing in on 8 hours for the drops. You're getting close to the juicy stuff. To be fair, though, they're all quite juicy. The drops are insane. And the fact that you can get, like... Oh, man, when did they start? I think Paragon and Valiant get, like, the same stuff, don't they? They're just really great all around. It's going to be awesome to get those on the alt account. That is really going to help my Valiant push over there. Your comic book knowledge mainly stems from Hulk. Hulk is another really fun champion or like comic book guy to read the Wikipedia on. He has so many cool storylines. So many cool powers too. You got your Domino Max Sig. Absolute terrorizer in Battlegrounds, dude. Yeah, I think Abyss, his name kind of speaks a little bit for himself. It gives off, he's a big Null enjoyer. Big, like, symbiote in general enjoyer from what I've come to expect. You name a symbiote, dude, Abyss knows. He can probably point to the same page of the first comic they ever come out in, too. Oh, you got more Titan charts from pulling her. I got you. Pew pew pew. I have to give you guys sound effects because apparently there are none. Oh, that actually hit him, lol. Oh, that didn't hit him, not lol. Jean Grey or Onslaught? So my personal favorite of those two champions would be Jean Grey. As far as who benefits from the Awakening Gem the most, they kind of both do, but I would lean Jean Grey with it. Just for the passive stun, honestly. But Onslaught, you can make the argument he kind of has that. So I would really just awaken whichever champ you use more personally. They're both awakening abilities that are just going to get you more damage for the most part. Ooh, I like the Inhumans, Nick. I went down a pretty big rabbit hole on the Inhumans back during Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when that released. With like the Terrigen Mist and stuff. I think it was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, no, it was. Because that had Quake in it. And I really desperately wanted Agent Coulson to get superpowers, I remember, and then it never happened, and I was bummed. I don't know why that would have happened, but I wanted it so bad. I wonder what this guy's name means. You think the Dolphins can win a lot more games? Maybe. I don't want to get too hyped. They haven't really beat any great teams. The Dolphins are kind of doing what they have normally done, which is they beat bad teams pretty convincingly and then lose to good teams. And I think they only beat the Bills because they're just a division opponent, and those games are usually more coin flip than not. That being said, the fact that it was the Bills is pretty impressive. Usually they get dumpstered by the Bills, but still. Yeah, dude, All Things Inhumans is really cool. I think it would be fun to have Lockjaw as a playable character. Instead of just the mascot for the gifting event. I think they could beat the Steelers, yeah. I think it's possible. The hang-up I have about the Steelers is they play a lot more like... I don't want to say smash mouth football, but they're a little bit more like of a grindy team. I don't really know the word. I feel like they could really slow down Miami, though. We'll have to wait and see. That being said, the odds for Miami to go to the playoffs are still slim to none. But hey, you know what? Winning is winning, right? Are the Dolphins are like slightly in the playoff picture. They're one of those like teams with like a 5% or so chance. It's nothing crazy. They would have to win out the rest of the year, and then even then, I still think they need things to go their way. I wanted them to lose for a better pick after they started the year without like winning anything. Steelers going to the Super Bowl, woo! Yeah, I don't think so. I will say this is probably the most open the Super Bowl has been, dude. Potentially no Lamar, no Joe Burrow, no Patrick Mahomes. Potentially all three of those guys gone. I think that blows it wide open. The Eagles are struggling. They look vulnerable and human. I think it's the most open it's ever been, at least in recent years. It's actually insane. The Jaguars could be in the Super Bowl this year, for heaven's sake, dude. We could have the Colts with Phillip Rivers, which would be awesome in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty pumped for the playoffs this year, man. I think we could get some fun games. I am a big underdog guy, right? I like the teams that don't get maybe the attention. So I am loving the fact that all these like juggernauts are just horrible this year, because it gives other people like respect. That gives them a chance to shine. Heck, dude, the Panthers are probably going to make the playoffs, dude. That's bananas. But anyway, yeah, I mean, the Dolphins team, very clearly not a playoff team, not a Super Bowl team. I wanted them to tank, but I feel like I'm okay with them winning games, too. It was kind of looking like the team was so unbelievably bad, maybe free agents in the offseason wouldn't want to go there. But maybe now they can look at the Dolphins and say, okay, they've ripped off a few wins in a row. Maybe they're not actually that big of a dumpster fire, and I'm willing to take the bag to go there. That's my thought. Yeah, if they win, they have a 1% chance. Love to see it. I think the Chargers winning did them the dirtiest. I think. What's up, Garvey? How are you, man? Welcome in. Garvey, if you still need to farm your drops on Twitch, man, I am streaming over there. Loki, how good is Lizard? I put Lizard maybe slightly above Scorpion. They perform very similar. Like, the damage from your ruptures as Lizard is very similar to Power Sting in terms of damage, in terms of how it works. At least me, that's my opinion. So I really like him. I think buff immunity is pretty strong. He's got some good util. So I like him. I'm like holding off on ranking him right now though, just because I don't want to pull, like I would rather rank Scorpion just because nostalgia. And he's one of my favorite champs in the game too. So I haven't really ranked a Science recently for that reason. I love the little like walk up run stuff. Like, it's so fun, dude. You're just hanging out. It's so intimidating, bro. Terashima, what's up? Sorry, I don't have any commands running or anything in chat, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot to throw that wall unstoppable. Oh well, he's immune, it doesn't matter. I barely mistimed that rip. You can't use the Kabam account. Oh, that's right. You're one of the ones with the screwed up Kabam account. You would ask to have a full conversation with Tua before joining them, just to know how much he is up there, since he has... Yeah, to see if he has soup rolling around in that skull of his. The Texans, yeah, the Texans have been really peaking at the right time. Happy for any Texans fans out there. Honestly, like, they're gonna probably use Tua next year because of the contract. Outside of that, unless he has like a generationally good year, I want him gone. I've never been like a huge Tua Tagovailoa guy. He's like, Tua is a quarterback who's okay, but you're never gonna win just because of him. And that's not the kind of quarterback I want my team to have. I want my team to have like a quarterback with like the clutch gene, quote unquote, and I don't think Tua has ever been that guy. Oh, I forget about his shrugging stuff, man. Also, he can't throw the deep ball, and the Dolphins they have some of the fastest wide receivers in the NFL. So I don't get why they have that combo going for him. Kabam's customer support is annoying. Dude, any customer support, unless it's like a ma and pa kind of business where you're actually talking directly to the owner, or can in like 2 seconds, it's awful. It just is. You're either talking to AI, which is usually just horrible, and will put your support ticket in a category it doesn't have any business in being in, or you're talking to somebody who just hates their job and wants every ticket to go away as fast as possible. So they just say, yeah, there's nothing we can do to help you. When in fact there is, they just don't want to do their job properly, right? I feel like that's most support jobs. Not all of them. I think there are definitely people out there that want to do their job and help you as much as they possibly can. In my experience, though, it's usually just total roll of the dice. I've had so many times where I'd call a tech company like Apple or like Microsoft, for instance. The first guy tells me they can do nothing, but then I call again over the exact same thing and the problem gets resolved. Like, it's so inconsistent and I hate it. I hate it so freaking much, dude. And it is even worse now that we just have machines doing that kind of stuff. Because AI is not as intelligent as I think some companies might think it is. Do it, Garvit. Do it. Show them what's what. While you're there, campaign for a help all button for your boy. I mean, Abyss, like a phone call, I think is definitely the best way if you want to get your problem resolved now. But even then, there's still AI that you'll talk to. And that's assuming there's no language barrier, because a lot of customer support jobs, since they want people on call 24/7, they'll have employees dang near worldwide. So it's kind of another roll of the dice. Like, are they going to speak clear English if that's my language, right? Or, like, am I going to be able to understand them? I don't know. I can already barely understand fluent English speakers on the phone already. That's just, for some reason, I have, like, the worst track record of understanding people on the phone. Not that I can't hear, I think they don't make phone speakers like they used to, maybe. I don't know. Oh, you're going to do Necropolis, Samuel. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up. I need to pull it up on my phone, though, because I don't have... I don't want to drain my computer's resources. Are you wanting to do, like... Are you just planning to take any team in there, or did you want to, like, do a Karina's while you're at it or something? Because you could probably take in Yondu. Yondu would probably do pretty good. You could probably take in Onslaught, I would imagine. When is the battle chip opening? I don't know. Did I see your joke? The only joke I've seen... If you sent it in the chat, Charles, I've only seen that you were over 8 mil in Coliseum. Oh, so you're telling me the Dolphins have a chance. Yeah. Sorry. That was way far back. You don't think you can do any Karinas? Okay. I wonder how... I don't know how Baron Zemo does. He might do okay because you can just stack bleeds. I'm not super sure. Honestly, it's kind of like basic, but you could probably go like Onslaught, Serpent, Yondu. I don't know how Okoye would do. You could maybe try Okoye. She'd probably do okay. Okoye. Man, yeah, I would probably just focus those guys. I wonder how Photon would work. I thought about bringing Photon for my Karina challenge. She is a 10-year Karina champion. And then there's a couple champs here I'm not super sure how they would do in long-form content like Necropolis. One thing you could do, too, if you really want to play around with it, just go in and do that first, like, Titania fight or something. Take in a bunch of different champions and see how you do. So, like, see how they do in the marathon content first, and then you probably want to just make sure you don't get roadblocked anywhere by any of the abilities. There's a lot of different things. Yeah, definitely bring in Yondu because he's a beast. He's a beast. Potato Chips, how are you, man? How many points do I have in Coliseum? Not that many. I didn't do too many runs. I did not really want to just like try hard the mode for the next hour or two. Where does it tell me the total? There you go. 10 million, 10.5 million. And my onslaught run was putrid. I could definitely do better. Yondu, my MVP though. But I only did like a 1 or 2 runs with each champ there. I could probably make the time better. Will I? Probably not. I will definitely try and see how high I can get it when it's not bugged and it releases, though. Also, I still hear the music. This is hardcore. Please don't leave me. No. Yeah, Samuel, it's a little bit harder for me to say on, like, which specific fights you might get hung up on. Just because I did everything, like basically everything with Wong or Shield. I did a couple fights with Vox, I guess. And I don't know who you would do instead of those. But I really think between Onslaught, Yondu, and Serpent, I feel like I have to imagine there's enough utility in there that you could get through any of those fights. At least on the path that I did. Rank 4 Sentinel? Yes, Garvey. Join the Rank 4 Sentinel. Join us. Was I able to watch your Imperiosa video? I was not, no. I've been pretty busy all day. Been a busy time of year. I mean, that's the holidays every year, right? Samuel, one thing I would do too is if you're trying to brainstorm like a team, like I said, I think you could bring in those core 3 and then they could probably do most of, if not everything there. And then for your last 2 roster spots, maybe bring in a couple champions that would help you with any fight you couldn't do with them, if there is one. You definitely should look at bringing in or reverse control immune champion, though. That last 1% on Nameless Grandmaster is awful without it. So maybe that could be like your 4th champ. Oh, you have Jean? That could work. If she's reverse control immune from her kit, not just like psychic shielding, it has to actually say reverse control immune. Just one of those guys. I feel like Jean might be slightly better than Jack-o'-lantern for Necropolis as a whole. If you but yeah, that's my input. I would recommend maybe trying to workshop it with some other people in the Discord that have also completed Necropolis. Samuel, they could probably help you a little better. Just because I literally just like used Wong the entire time, so I didn't go through as much of like planning as I think you probably would want to go through before you tackle Necropolis. If you have Kate Bishop as a 6-star maxed out, she's a good option too. She's kind of the queen, I think, of Necropolis. And then you can make a pretty good argument Wong is the king. Like, genuinely, he can do every fight in that quest. Like, I am such a huge fanboy of Wong now. After seeing what he can do in Necropolis, I am like, I really enjoy that champ, dude. I liked him before. I like him even more now. There were some fights that, like, I thought he was cooked, but once you get him set up and rolling, it feels impossible to die. And you can block everything. It's just great. It's just great. Man, too bad there's a damage cap where you could have used Purgatory, you know what I'm saying? Back when she was, like, temporarily the best champ in the entire game. Hey, have a good night, Charles. Thanks for dropping by, man. I'm not sure who that is, Joe. No. We're getting down to the wire, chat. Down to the wire. Hey, Jordan Robin 5050. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch, man. Hope you are getting the good drops, man. I wish you luck on those crystals. One last message. Okay. This is Gail Lewis signing out. Shout out to Gail Lewis, by the way. A true legend of our time. That's like one of the wholesome stories of the internet, man. We made her famous, and then she was just nothing but a good person. Donating tons of money to charity, stuff like that. Fantastic. For the 7-star selector, you're going to go with the 7-star Nexus crystal. Well, best of luck to you, man. I hope you get what you're shooting for. Whatever that may be. Hopefully it's a spider ham. Ouch. I am, yep. Nope, we're going an extra 15 minutes, Samuel. Don't worry. I got you, man. I gotcha. We still have, like, a few milestones to go. Man, there is really next to no delay on Twitch. That was a quick reaction. Hey, anytime, dude. Well, not anytime. I am able to stream a little longer today, though. Maybe Awaken Civil War. Yeah. He does pretty good with it. You want a high sig from what I understand, though. Ooh, speaking of sigs. I have some sig stones to burn, huh? From Necropolis. I need it. Man, who do I want to sig up? Maybe I'll finish sigging up Sentinel. I think I'll probably do that. And then maybe go for Prestige after that. I anticipate we'll be able to max sig somebody. Whoever we get from Banquet. There'll probably be some, like they do with like the Saga stuff. They gave us like 200 of the Rebirth sig stones. If you did all the milestones and crap, I bet they do that for Banquet. Paviter is actually the GOAT. Dude, I'm so excited to be able to get him. I won't be able to get him for a good little bit, though, because I bought the Plat Pass, like, kind of late, so I don't get all the, like, boosters. I just gotta play the waiting game, basically. He does look really cool, though. I'm glad they pulled off his animations and made him a good character, which is what I was hoping the most for. Bow before Squidward onslaught. You are nothing. Bang. Dude, and Squidward is awakened now? No, Squidward! I hate when that special one barely catches me. Oh, absolutely McSmoked. Man, Ebony Maw. Dude, Gora is probably going to be pretty decent, I feel like, for Coliseum. He can really bang out big damage on the special 3. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, Longshot94 with the follow over on Twitch. Hey, thank you, man. Again, hope you're enjoying the channel. Good luck on your drops. I hope you get what you need. And thank you for choosing my channel to farm drops. I appreciate it. Or, you know, maybe you're not farming drops and you're doing it for the love of the game. That's fine too. Let's go that way. Throw it. Hyperion. There you go. Good boy. Make sure to farm up quite a few revives, Samuel. The Grandmaster at the end is no joke. Also, that's crazy going through going through Act 8 and then going to Necropolis. I guess it's not too crazy. That's around when Necropolis came out in the first place. Never mind. I guess I'm more impressed is what I should have said, because it took me so dang long to even take a stab at it, and you're just like heading in full force. Thanks for everyone that's watching, by the way. If you're over on YouTube, if you could go ahead and give me a nice little thumbs up. That does help me a lot in the YouTube algorithm. So I'd appreciate that very much. Mr. Not Positive. Scared me? No. You should. Your roster is great, dude. You've got some pretty good champs. You're stacked for revives. Like how stacked are we talking? Like, you got so many revives, you can't get rid of them in time, or you just have like, I don't know, like a full inventory? Are we talking like 40? We talking like 80? I tell you what, don't farm 150, all right? That's around where I was at. Actually, I think I had a little more. Not all farmed. Some of those, a lot of those were revives I already had. I had to have farmed, though, at least probably 80 revives. I ran that quest so many times yesterday, and it was the worst. It was actually not the move, but listen, it was really nice to know that no matter what happened, I had like an absurd amount of revives, and I was probably going to be able to bulldoze my way through anything, even if I did get stonewalled somewhere, which I didn't, other than like the reverse control time for Grandmaster, but that was so self-inflicted. I really think if I went back and did that same fight again tonight, like, not now because I'm tired because the stream is almost over, but if I did it like right when I started, when I'm actually awake and really aware, I probably could have like dang near soloed him, dude. I really feel a lot more confident in it now. Come on, let me hit you with the Falcon Punch. Beautiful. Raw. I need to go through and do a count. I think I only used like maybe 30 or so. That was like really good. Not to toot my own horn or anything. I don't know that I've ever played better MCOC. That was just like really solid. It's definitely, I do think that was easier than Epoch of Pain. Which I can't believe I'm saying that, but I do genuinely think that. At least the way I did it. Wong just destroyed that path. I could have had a couple more solos too if I had a rank 3 Vox. Maybe rank 4. Or maybe a rank 4 Chioth could have got me there too. I wouldn't recommend waiting until you can rank 4 everybody though. Doesn't this guy get True Strike? Yep. Or True Accuracy. I think that's the same thing. Okay, we're on extra credit time right now for you, Samuel. Let me know when you get that last drop, man. Yeah, no worries, dude. You were 61? Oh, at the start of stream? There's no way. No, that wouldn't be true if you were about to get finished on him. The cutoff is Sunday? No, the drops go the rest of the month. So you're not on like a huge time crunch. But it is like one of those things that I think the deadline will sneak up on you. So it's probably better to get it out of the way earlier. So. No, I think they said they consider this like kind of part of the like holiday season, like banquet and stuff. Mr. Beta Ray William. You're gonna get the drops and then go back to YouTube? Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. You mean you don't want to stay over on Twitch and watch ads for me? No, don't do that. YouTube, I think, is like such a better viewing experience. I do like a lot of the really cool like community interaction things that Twitch has going for it. It's just the ads, man. They're kind of vicious. Oh no. Oh, that's a big death. I'm so cooked. No. That's all right. I think I like the Twitch UI better. I think it's a lot easier to find live streams on there. I don't think YouTube has quite really like jumped into the live streaming world as hard. I think they're still trying to like make more pushes for it. There's a lot of big YouTube streamers, but I just think that like Twitch is a little more built for it. I think, well, actually no, I was gonna say I think Twitch feels a little more unregulated, but that's not so true anymore. They've really cracked down on a lot of stuff lately. Kick, though, that's a little bit more of a Wild West. Dang it, I have to fight another onslaught? Okay, well, let's go that way. Oh, what an intercept. I gotta say, intercepting can be really annoying sometimes, but man, it feels really good. It's like, oh, you thought you could attack me? Nope. Hammer to the face. Alright. DPS powerhouse of known as Cord has arrived. Look at this, dude. Absolutely destroying. Bang. Well, why does Void look like brighter than usual? Shout out to the dragon in the background of this stage, by the way, that I didn't know existed for a good like 10 years. Right behind Void right now. Potential Fin Fang Foom. Now that, by the way, is a champion we need in this game. We desperately need Fin Fang Foom. You know what? If they're going to do Robo J. Jonah Jameson, they are going to do Fin Fang Foom. We just have to believe. Almost there. That honestly, the 15 minutes I think is perfect, Samuel, because I'll be able to finish the arena in time too. So good call. Is Angela immune to nullify? I don't think so. Not that I can recall, at least. I don't think she has any way to really protect her buffs. She could potentially go nullify immune with enough buffs. That could be in her kit and I wouldn't know about it, but I don't think she's nullify immune. No poisons, no furies. Maybe it's because she had enough buffs where she wouldn't, like, get the debuffs? So there's like some weird interaction there. That's my best guess. Just because of how she works. Whoa, okay, what the fudge monkeys is happening? Wait. What in the world? Okay, someone tell me why Sabretooth currently has 14 Furies? What is that coming from? Wait. Is it because her combo increases? Wait, do her combo increases give him Fury too? I thought it was just Sabretooth's Fury. That's insane, actually. I think that's what it is. I think her combo is going up too much. That has to be it. I don't know why else I would have gotten... Yeah. What? Sabretooth is actually goated? That has to be it. I don't know how else I would have gotten that many. Because she just like shot up to 80 combo. Yeah, no, I think that checks out. Because it's... I know every 10 hits in Sabretooth's combo meter gives a Fury. Good luck on your Titan, Samuel. Is that it? I need to read his kit now. That might be a thing, dude. He might actually be good for Yelena of all champions. She has the like safeguard thing, but his bleeds would start to hurt a lot. Oh, I need to throw a special first. Rip. Take my guess. Okay. Serpent. Or, dude, maybe it'll be Wong. That would be hype. I'm gonna say Serpent, though. And then from your Titan, it's gonna be Carolina Dean. Oh, crap. I didn't go read his kit. Hold on. I actually do want to know this. I thought it was just as a defender he would get the Fury proc. You got Spider-Punk. Hey, he's a cool champion. Every 10 hits on Sabretooth or 5 hits on the opponent's combo meter. Yeah, okay, so it's not conditional on him being on defense. So he's actually, like, not the worst Yelena counter. That's an interesting interaction. I've never heard anyone talk about that. I mean, it's one champion in the whole game. It doesn't make him worth using, but that's actually really cool. If you ever have a Yelena on some random questing node where she starts getting crazy amounts of combo, you could probably just bring Sabretooth in and he would just get like filthy amounts of Furies. That's actually really cool. You got a Nico? Hey, that's like as close as you can get to Carolina Dean. Because they're like the duo. Is that a good pull for you? I hope so. Nico is pretty nuts. And Spider-Punk is pretty good too. Like, you definitely got some good pulls. Unless you already have Nico and you already have her awakened. Oh, rip. Okay, never mind. Not as good a pull. Nico's SIGs aren't bad, though. Helps her damage. You wanted Lizard? Yeah. I wouldn't blame you. Oh, there's that arena done. Hallelujah. Oh, crap. I still have a fight. Oh, I have another fight. Yeah, you can't catch me, dude. Too fast. Thanks for... Hey, no worries, man. Glad you're able to get your drop, man. That being said, I did promise 15 minutes, and I still have 3 minutes until we get there. We will start wrapping it up, though, I think. No, today's stream was great, man. It was a nice, chill, like, come down off of Necropolis. I hit milestone? Wait, which milestone? Oh, it's from the cosmic fights, I bet. For that one quest. Yeah, Cosmic Invasion. Hey, that gives us a Valiant, I think, yeah? Let's go open that, just for fun, why not? It's not going to be anything. None of the other ones had anything. They never will. Total scam crystal right here, boys. Yep, okay. I'll take you, I guess. Brother Daniel. Mr. Voodoo. That being said, I'm going to go read Angela's kit real quick. I'm wondering what Caveman encountered on that matchup of his. But I don't think she should be... That should be happening. So, for each... Indefinite Huntress buff. Indefinite buff based on her current power level. Yeah, there's nothing in here that would stop that. It had to have been some weird interaction with... Had to have been some weird SIG ability interaction, maybe? That wouldn't make sense. It had to have been a SIG ability interaction. Oh, okay. If she's awakened, she lowers Nullify ability accuracy. That's what it was. That's what it is, Caveman. So if you don't nullify early on and she gets enough buffs, then she's SIG immune. Or, SIG immune. Then she's Nullify immune. So if that was a max SIG Angela, she just needs a few buffs and then you can't nullify. I'm gonna be honest, I did not know that was in her kit. I thought it was only the auto block thing and then debuff duration. I didn't know Nullify was there. Because that's not usually what you use her for. You use her for her counter to auto block and then to take any debuff path, basically. She can parry onslaught. Yeah, she like non-contacts, yeah. Must have rolled bad on the dice early. She had tons of buffs. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you got to get a handle on it before it gets too crazy. I usually will use like buff immunity or neutralize. Kevitor79 with the follow over on Twitch. Thank you, man. Hope you have been enjoying the stream. We will be live again tomorrow, just so you guys know. So make sure to not miss that stream. We'll be going the same amount of time we did tonight, and then we will start at the same time we did. So just be on the lookout for the stream. She had like 5+ for a special one. Yeah, that'll do it. Especially if she's max SIG. Yeah. It's good to know, but I guarantee it's like information I'll forget. Unless I encounter this within the next couple days. Because I don't think that it's going to be locked in my memory bank at all. That is pretty cool, though. Man, can you imagine wearing that, like, headgear thing? That would be so annoying. You'd be bumping into walls all over. I would hate that, actually. Dude, it's actually insane how much my Alliance requests help. Now that Banquet's coming up, everybody's trying to, like, make a last-minute dash in Arena to get as many units as they can. You're gonna head now? Hey, thanks for dropping by, Samuel. Appreciate you, man. I think we're going to wrap the stream up today as well, guys. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe. Just so that you don't miss our streams tomorrow and going forward. Our streams are always great, man. Chat, you guys are awesome, especially today. Thank you very much. Had a lot of good conversation, as always. Thank you so much to the Big Dale Caveman with the big 5 smackarooskies. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you supporting the channel. That goes for anyone else that's donated in the past, anyone who subscribed, stuff like that. And if you can't, then I appreciate you just being here, because at the end of the day, it's just me hanging out with my friends, right? So I appreciate all you guys. Everybody go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five if you would. And have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. Good luck on any of your crystal openings from drops and stuff like that.